I hit the announcement.
That's not the right icon for Chase, but it's
Oh,
good enough.
it's not?
I think he had the
He liked the other one.
yeah.
Okay, I can do that
Oh
real
yeah,
fast.
not that one.
Oh.
Who's that guy?
Looking out for you, boo.
Thanks.
Ta-da!
Oh, right. So we leveled up last time
Daddy, didn't we?
at the end, but we didn't all necessarily do our level ups.
No,
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm
by
working on right now.
as they mostly Joe.
Yeah,
mostly Joe.
Mostly I didn't do my. Zach, did you do your level up?
Yeah, it was super easy.
Oh, okay.
I've got a bunch of shit to do
I
as a
remember
paladin.
how I level up.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into your thing and go with you. On your character sheet, top right, you'll see a little anvil that is the builder.
Clicked it. Oh, I
Yep.
see. Level 3.
Yep, and then it should give you some prompts, and one of them is gonna be like a fighting
monastic
style?
tradition.
Yeah.
Okay. One choice, third level. Choose an option. Oh god.
And now I will read you the options really quick. Let me just pull
Hold on.
this up.
When you reach third level, you commit yourself to a monastic tradition, the way of open hand, detailed at the end of the class description or one from another source. Your tradition grants you features at third level and again at 6th, 11th, and 17th.
Yep. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about each of them real fast.
All right.
The Way of Mercy is a healer. You can like channel monk energy to heal people.
Okay.
So you know, that's cool. And you get like a mask, and you get to be like a masked person.
Ooh.
So there you go.
Like a breathing mask.
Yeah. There's Way of Shadow, which gives you things like Pass Without a Trace and Silence and some cool like shadowy stuff.
Ooh.
And you become like more ninja-y. There's Way of the Ascendant Dragon.
I like the way that sounds.
Sounds cool.
Right, which is pretty cool. It lets you like tap into the presence of mighty dragons, and it gives you a second breath weapon.
Oh.
So that would be kind of cool. Way of the Astral Self is like astral projection and gives you like these spirit arms, essentially, that you like grow spirit arms in addition to your normal arms, and you fight with 4 arms instead of 2.
Oh, so cool.
And they have extra rank. Your reach is like you can reach 10 feet instead of 5 feet.
Nice. I get
So, I
big
mean,
arms.
That's pretty cool. Way of the Cobalt Soul is a
Cobalt Soul's not on here to select.
Oh, that's fine. Way of the Drunken Master.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward. You can whenever you do Flurry of Blows, you also get the disengage action. So you are really hard to hit.
So I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I just saw it and I automatically picked Drunken Master. So
Cool.
but hold on, continue.
So what it says, the Way of the Drunken Master is that you appear to be like tottering and unsteady on your feet, and you seem like incompetent.
Oh, I've seen the Jackie Chan movie.
Yeah, it's basically that. So you gain proficiency in the performance skill if you don't have it already, which will happen automatically. You get proficiency in Brewer's Supplying, which is cool. And then also, so Drunken Technique at level 3. When you use Flurry of Blows, you gain the benefit of the disengage action, and your walking speed increases by 10 feet. So when you Flurry of Blows, you can move further, and people are at disadvantage to like physically hit you.
Nice. Okay.
So there you go.
4 elements.
Oh, you want to keep going?
I want to hear the rest.
Okay.
Real quick.
4 elements is basically like you're in the Avatar TV show. You get to like Breath of Winter, and like you get to do like elemental type attack, burning hands, like things like that.
Okay.
So yeah, you're in an Avatar movie.
Kensei.
Yeah, Kensei is like special weapons. You get like special weapons that you can use, and you can do like parries with people, which is kind of neat. So
Long Death.
Long death is sorry, really fast with the Kensei. Basically, what it means, it makes you stronger. So like you can start using a weapon defensively. So you don't have a shield, but your AC would go up.
Got it.
Long death means that you're obsessed with death and near-death experiences, and like the moment of dying and all that jazz. So you're a real creeper.
Hey now,
You're
don't
able-
judge him.
You're able to extract the vitality of other creatures as it nears their demise. When you reduce a creature to 0 hit points, you gain health equal to your wisdom modifier and your monk level. So like you get
lifesteal.
stronger as people are dying. Yeah.
I don't. You do you mean I gain health or I heal?
You don't heal, you get temporary hit points. It's like
Got it.
it's like a shield sort of.
Got it. Okay, but I have to be the one that kills him.
Let me take a look really quick. Do.
It doesn't matter. I'm not doing that
Yeah,
one.
when you reduce someone to
Okay.
0 hit points. So
Okay.
yes.
Way of the open
Last
hand.
hit
That also sounds
champion.
fun.
It sounds.
Way of the open hand is pretty cool because when you do your flurry of blows, you get the person that you're hitting has to make a dex save, and if they fail it, they get knocked prone. Or you get to choose. You can either try to knock them prone, so they have to make a dex save, or you can try to shove them back, and if they make a strength save, and if they fail, you shove them back 15 feet.
Oh goodness.
And you can pick either one. And the creature can't take reactions until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
So that's kind of neat. Yeah, there you go.
Way of the Sun Soul. I think you
Sun
just do fire
Soul.
damage or something.
It looks like initially you get to make extra attacks.
Mhm.
So you can like make a special attack twice as a bonus action instead of once, so you get like an extra attack. And then yeah, later when you get to like level 6, you would have the ability to do burning hands.
All right. Well, we're doing Drunken Master.
Fantastic.
Wait, so are you going to be asking me to make you alcohol with all those brewer
I
supplies?
might. Does it require me to drink it all to do anything?
I don't know, but you're proficient. You are now, you like meditate and like become, you get real drunk one night, like completely bastard, and then like you try to meditate while you're drunk, and you have like a vision, and you are now suddenly like you don't
An
know.
alcoholic.
Well, yeah, but like you don't know how the brewer supply works. I think that this is a fun way. Like you don't get like what happens, but you kind of just go with your gut. And I bet if Malgus were to watch, he would be furious because you would be like breaking rules and not doing things right. And then it works anyway.
I get deflect missiles, so I can use my reaction. Wait, use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a ranged weapon attack. Okay. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your monk level. Okay.
Yeah. So an interesting thing there, you still get hit by it,
Yeah,
but
if
like
you-
it reduces it and you catch it.
And if you
It's
reduce
pretty
it to
cool.
0, you can catch the missile if it is small enough for you to hold in one hand, and you have at least one hand free. If you catch a missile in this way, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack with the weapon or
Yeah.
piece of
Ooh.
ammunition.
So if someone shoots an arrow at you, you can catch it and throw it back at them.
like a
Damn.
Nerf dart.
Hell yeah.
No kunai is gonna work on this guy
Alright,
anymore.
let's check.
Just the kunai master.
Okay. Bonus proficiencies. Tradition level, third level. You gain proficiency in performance skill. Okay. If you don't already have it. Your martial arts techniques. Mixes combat training with precision. Okay. With precision of a dancer and the antics of a jester. Man, this is totally Dagron.
Yeah, it's great.
Andrew,
Oh,
how long
and
is
I-
1 minute in the game? For 1 minute, you add your charisma modifier, blah, 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 blah.
So,
How long does that last?
That matters for like combat usually. So in combat, that is 10 rounds. A round is 6 seconds. However, if it's charisma modifier and you're doing different things, it's usually an interaction, right? Unless it's a really prolonged interaction. Any interaction is gonna, like if you go and talk
No,
to
this one's different. I'm imbuing a weapon with positive energy using your channel divinity for 1 minute. You add your charisma modifier to attack rolls.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that would be combat then. So it would be 10 rounds.
Okay.
Okay, so I finished with selecting Drunken Master, do I have to do anything else?
It should prompt you. You should see like little exclamation points. I don't think so.
I don't have to do anything to my attributes or my abilities or anything like that.
No.
Right? Okay. So I just hit next and next and next until it's done.
Yep. And if you see something with like little exclamation point that prompts you for something,
Okay.
then
Okay, I've got 3 options for you guys here. Do you want a paladin that can heal anyone within 30 feet that I choose for 1d6 plus my charisma modifier, which is pretty high? That's one option. Do you want... I can rebuke the violent, so if someone gets attacked within 30 feet of me, I can make them... there's a chance that I can have them take the exact amount of damage they just dealt.
Oh, daddy.
Ooh.
Or should I do the one that gets me my charisma modifier added to my attack roll?
So
For
you
10
have a better
rounds.
chance to hit.
Yeah, for 10 rounds.
Oof. Oof. We need
Yeah,
to roll
this is-
dice.
This is tough because this is picking for this is like I'm picking an oath, which is like a subclass, and it's saying like at your 3rd level you get these spells. This one at 5th level you get these spells. 9th level these spells. I have no idea. It only explains the ones that I get at this this level. So
Well, you're kind of like the unconventional paladin, so I think maybe not the healing one. And you should roll either a d4 or a d6 to figure out which one of these to pick.
but no one else is healing though. I'm the only healer, and my heals.
Yeah,
don't
it's
go very far.
delightful. It's chaos.
Exactly.
I mean, if okay, so you don't want those.
you would still have decent healing no matter what you did. It wouldn't be great, but you could, like, as you get more spell slots, you could certainly do, you know, more heal spells.
Okay.
So like at you also got an extra spell slot going to level 3. You will get a bunch more at level 5. So you will still have the ability to grab like another healing spell if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
And so
There's
okay.
also one that makes it so I can just give myself a +10 to add an attack roll, but that's only once.
Yeah, for prolonged type fights, 10 rounds is a big deal.
Yeah, I think I might do that one just so I can hit more consistently. Can't remember which one that is.
A hammer gonna go whack.
Yeah, go whack whack.
Bonk stick.
It is the Oath of Redemption. You can use your channel divinity to augment your presence with divine power. The bonus action, you grant yourself a +5 bonus to charisma. Oh no, not this one. Shit. Okay, that's not the right one. I gotta read these again.
Okay, and last time we also got a decent amount of loot, right?
Yeah, and I put that in
Yes.
the yeah.
So I think I'm grabbing the Staff of Defense, right?
Yeah, let me check your character. I think that you
I
No,
look.
I don't think I Yeah, I don't think it's in here. Let me add it.
Okay,
Manage
you're gonna add it.
inventory. Yeah, I can find this specific one.
Okay, here we go. So for 1 minute, I add my charisma modifier to the attack rolls made with that weapon, and the weapon emits a bright light in a 20-foot radius, and a dim light 20 feet beyond that.
There you go. And when you click on the Staff of Defense, it should give you the magic stuff that it gets.
Ah, yes, the magic stuff.
You can cast things like Mage Armor and Shield.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And then we divvied out other things too, like the Scroll of Fireball and the silk pouch of various stuffs.
Hmm. And I'm pretty sure that Chekas has a vial of Nightshade.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Forgot about that. I gotta put that in my inventory.
So Andrew, I leveled up, I think.
Cool.
I picked my oath, and then do I go back to the...
No, it looks like it knows that you're level 3, so it should have moved the rest of it in. Once you get back to your page, you will have an extra spell to pick.
Okay, cool.
Nightshade doesn't show anything. Should I make a custom item, Andrew?
For what? Sorry.
The nightshade.
Oh, it's going to be a vial of poison is what it's called.
The only vials I get are Bloodwell vials. I don't.
Let's try poison basic.
Okay.
And you can either do the description that it tells you on there, or
Mhm.
or it can be a one-time lethal dose.
I like that so much.
Yeah.
So if I mix it like Kronk did, is that gonna dilute it to be non-lethal?
Yeah, if you were to mix it to like 3, for example, then it would become very possibly, you're not sure, very possibly non-lethal.
And then we each get
Similar-
45 gold, right?
Yeah.
Looks
Similar to the Paladin one, it adds 1d4 poison damage to every hit for a minute, which is 10 rounds. And if you put it on, like both of your weapons, although I think you have a rapier, if you put it on your rapier with your like attacks that you can do, you could pretty easily like have that apply like 20 times, which is kind of cool.
Oh fuck! What do you mean 20? How long does it last? I gotta read this then.
10 rounds. And right now you can only attack once, I think, but soon you should be able to attack twice. I think at level 5 you can attack twice.
Oh no, I could do 2 weapon fighting with a finesse weapon.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so if you've got that, then you could apply it to both. You could apply it to both weapons, and then you would potentially be able to do 20d4 poison damage. Theoretically, right? That's assuming that you hit every time.
That's
But-
terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Andrew.
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel
Thank
dangerous.
you.
you should. But yeah, there's enough for 2 one-handed weapons for like one time of that, or there's enough for a lethal dose. And you're not sure. You're not sure about what level of dilute would make it non-lethal.
Okay.
It
You
also
said I had
probably
20
depends.
uses of it.
No, you've got either. So it would last for 10 rounds. It would last for
Right.
1 minute, and you would have enough to apply it on each of your weapons once.
Got it. That makes
So
sense.
it would make you like do a ton of extra damage for essentially one fight.
Gotcha.
That's all we need.
I just didn't know where the 20 came from, so I was slightly confused. But you just meant both weapons, 10
Yeah.
rounds,
Yeah,
20
exactly.
attacks with the +4.
right. Theoretically, you could do 20d4 damage.
Yicky.
Theoretically.
Yicky icky. I'm gonna kill someone.
Shit. You're going to obliterate someone.
Yeah. They're gonna die.
All right.
So what if I don't like the spells that I get from the oath?
In this one, we're gonna unfortunately be kind of stuck with what you get. Which oath are you looking at?
I picked the one that if I use my divinity, what is it? Channel divinity. That's the one where I get bonus attack rolls to my hammer.
Do you know which one it was called?
Does it say Oath of Devotion?
Okay, let's take a look real quick. Yep, Sacred Weapon, that's cool. Protection from Good and Evil, and Sanctuary.
Yeah, so I don't know. I want to know what they all do. It just says the what's it called again? It just says the channel divinity thing. That's the only thing it shows a description for. It doesn't show a description for the protection from good and evil or sanctuary until I actually pick the oath, and then
Here is, let me throw this in general. Here is, it should jump you to the Oath of Devotion, but here's a kind of a page on all of the oaths, and they should have rollover links for all the spells.
oh, thank God.
Yep.
Oath of
Just what we wanted everybody to see is leveling.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
You do got to do it. Like, if anybody wants to play D&D, this is part of the fun?
Listen,
Question mark?
we did our first episode and leveled up to level 2. And this is episode 8, and now we're finally at 3. So, come on.
Mm-hmm.
It was coming.
Yeah, it was coming.
take this oath. Begin the following 2 channel divinity options.
Yeah, there's definitely some cool stuff.
Hey, you can imbue your weapon with positive energy, Chase. A little go-getter attitude right into your hammer.
Is it like the gun from the
that one game?
The one game that talks to you, but like instead of yelling obscenities at your enemies, it like gives you like positive feedback. It's like you're doing
talking
great.
About Borderlands?
Yeah, Borderlands, but instead it's a hammer that's like you're doing great.
Good job.
You didn't miss him. You were just trying to hit the wall instead.
It would be more like as he's uppercutting it into someone's face, it goes, "Chin up, buddy."
I feel like you could do the overly positive, like mocking, like the low key being like, you didn't miss that awfully. You were trying to hit the ground.
Whew. I almost hit him. That would have hurt. Turn the unholy.
Another neat one, I don't know if it matters for you necessarily. So there is Oath of Glory, might be a little bit more your speed. So it gives you the ability to channel divinity and like
augment athleticism.
Yeah, so you can make it so that you're stronger temporarily, but then also you have Inspiring Smite, which means that you can like do a bunch of damage and then also like give a bunch of temporary hit points like a shield to people nearby. But what's neat about it is it also gives you the spell Guiding Bolt, which is a 120-foot spell casting, like ranged 4d6 radiant damage.
You're like Thor.
So you do this Guiding Bolt. If it hits them, they are like glowing with this like mystical light, and all attacks on them have advantage for a round.
Wait, 4d6?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Right? So Guiding Bolt's stupid strong.
And this is just one. No, it's just a spell I can cast.
Yeah, it's a first level spell that you would have access to.
So the components takes V and S. What is that again?
That's verbal and somatic, which means that like so you've got to do like motions. Your character, like your character would need to like do hand motions or whatever, and then also say the words. That really only matters. That only matters if you like get gagged or something.
I'm seeing the ones that I picked for devotion or whatever. They need V, S, and M, and they tell me what material they need. I don't want any spell that requires
V, S, and M
material.
We don't usually when I'm playing, especially on like a smaller campaign like this, I don't worry about the materials.
Okay, good to know.
There's a few specific situations where I might, but
like revive or something.
Yeah, for example, there's a really cool spell in the wizard book called Chromatic Orb, and the concept is essentially you need to have a diamond worth at least 100 gold pieces, but then you essentially can blast light into this diamond, and then like the way that you refract it out of there, you can choose what element it is. So you can choose if it's like lightning damage or cold damage or fire damage. You can choose it every time you cast it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like maybe the most flexible spell early.
Yeah, I might go with Glory.
All right. If you had that last time, you could have probably kept one of the additional big dudes with us. You could have been like, heroism. And then he would have been like, I'm more brave than I should be.
I did that with my nat 20 charisma check or whatever it was.
This would have been a spell that you could have done on one. Because you get guiding bolt
heroism.
And heroism.
So if I do this, then what's the other ones I'll get?
You would hit level 5, so you won't get any other channel divinities, but you would get Enhance Ability and Magic Weapon. Magic Weapon is kind of similar to the thing that you had earlier, except for instead of it becoming like a 4d6 or something, or like your charisma modifier, it's just +1, but it's +1 to attack rolls and damage rolls, which is pretty cool.
Whoa, shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at mostly the extra. What are they called?
Oath features.
Glory. Yeah, the extra features.
Yeah. In this campaign, if it helps, at this campaign, we're not going to get past level 5.
Oh, well, shit. That would have been good to know.
Sorry.
That's fine.
We will get to level 5, but we're not going to get past level 5.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna do glory.
Sweet.
Cool.
That's not an option.
What?
They say looking for something not in the list below. Unlock all official options in the marketplace.
You should have sharing. Let me just make sure that all the stuff is set to share. View campaign. Yeah, content sharing enabled. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you should have access to like everything. If you're
Yeah.
signed in. Are you signed in?
I am, and I only have 7 options.
And Oath of Glory is not one of them?
Yeah.
Weird.
1, 2, 3,
So you're
4,
missing
5,
2.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm missing Open Sea and Glory.
Huh.
What do we do?
It's a good question. It doesn't say what it's from. Glory.
I thought Glory was base for some reason.
Oh, it's in content called The Mythic Odysseys of Theros. The fuck is... I mean, what the heck is that?
Oh no.
He said the fuck word.
Sleep.
Yeah, unfortunately...
You could do the ancients and then you can speak with animals.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Wait,
actually,
how many
this is
times
real...
would that have been useful?
This is real cheap. Just a second. Let me fix this real quick, because this is something I want, and it's literally $3. And it's not
Oh,
$3
hell yeah.
like it's not $3 for you. It's like $3 for me to have for all of my campaigns until the end of time.
Nice.
Damn.
Though the ancients one at level 5 you get moonbeam.
Whoa.
Oh boy. Okay, so while Andrew's figuring that out, how did we divvy up the loot?
So we each got 45 gold,
Damn.
and I got the staff. I believe Wes got the scroll of fireball. Zach got the nightshade.
Oh.
But there is still bottles of mercury and dragon bile, which I think, I don't know, he might have also taken. There's a Dwarven Adventures journal. And
What?
a pouch full of rare rocks.
What level is Fireball? It's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, so you would not get Fireball until level 5.
Okay, so I just need to know for the scroll so I can say add 3rd level scroll.
That oath should be there now.
Didn't Wes lay claim to the Dwarven Adventure Journal?
Maybe he did. I don't
I guess
remember.
I'll take the silk pouch then.
I don't remember what I did, so
Sorry, it's been a little while.
How do I add that?
You'd want to add it as like a custom item, and we can always do that later if we need to.
We've got it in the list here, so
Okay.
if we need to, if it becomes important, then we can.
Cool. Are you guys ready for a quick recap and then to dive in?
Yeah.
Let me know when I can pick Oath of
You should
Glory.
be able to now.
Oh,
If you refresh it.
Okay, let's go
45
back
gold.
in here. Sacred Oath. No. It's not on there.
Did you refresh?
I did.
Let me see if I can bash this. It's probably because it's new content since I set up the campaign. Man. I mean, I like the granularity, but like...
Yeah. Backpack. Backpack. Oh my god. Book.
Oh my god.
How do I edit this? Customize. Book of Dwarven whatever. Dwarven's Adventures Journal.
Wes looking through his backpack is this book of Dwarven whatever.
Dude, I have so much stuff in here. I have Tome of Magic Bowgentle, and I don't even know if that's how you say his name, but I spelt it with
Bowgentle.
So Andrew, how much is this silk pouch worth?
The silk pouch itself, you're not sure. You could probably think that you could probably pawn it for, 10 gold or something, which is not nothing.
I think he meant the whole contents of it.
Oh, the contents of it. Yeah. The totals of it, similarly, again, you're not like, you don't look at a carnelian and be like, oh, this is worth, 27 gold pieces. But you expect that the whole set, which is, 8 stones, could probably be worth 100 gold.
Okay. I'm just going to leave it blank then for cost. And just, it'll be appraised on a later date.
For bartering only. Or I guess maybe alchemy.
How interesting. Go ahead and leave it on a different oath for now, and we will troubleshoot that later. Because you can always go back and change it.
Okay.
Cool.
Sweet.
Okay, guys. So, here we go. You have recently, your party, infiltrated and took down the Redbrand gang that was terrorizing the city of Phandalin. You rescued the missing townsfolk, and you forced GlassStaff, the wizard that was overseeing the operation, to flee. You forced him to run away.
Sure.
And he mentioned something when he did. He said you would never survive Thundertree, and then he kind of bounced out of there.
And so we're going to
Challenge
Thundertree.
I'll fight him when I don't have 3 HP.
You guys recognize Thundertree. Thundertree is actually a pretty well-known ruins that exist in the Neverwinter Wood. The sort of legend about it is that it was once upon a time a city where elves and men lived together in peace, which is not usually the case now. Elves and men they're not usually super friendly. But there was an eruption there's a mountain that exists kind of in the middle of Neverwinter Wood, and about 100 years ago this mountain erupted, and when it did, the magic that had created this volcano had all of these like fire creatures and demons kind of like come out of the volcano and work down into parts of the forest.
Don't no one go accepting no rings from anybody, okay?
Thundertree was one of the towns that was attacked by these kind of these nature creatures, these twisted, the rumors of them are twisted, gnarled pieces of like sentient tree, and then also these ashen, for lack of better word, zombies that would take over towns. These are all just rumors, but but Thundertree itself is some ruins that exist in Neverwinter. You have heard that it's a dangerous place, but you do know that it exists.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but we also extracted some information from a half-dead Redbrand before letting our giant beaver beast fellow drag him away.
You did. You found that that the dwarf Gundren Rockseeker was in fact briefly at this hideout where you guys were kind of infiltrating, and that he was a day or two ago here and taken to Cragmaw Keep.
Dude, had we rushed the freaking keep instead of letting Chekkas go in there and then waiting a night, we probably would have found him.
Might have been closer. But the so you guys are looking for a place called Cragmaw Keep, and you have reason to believe that it might be like synonymous with Thundertree. You're not really sure. Thundertree is not a place that people normally go. It's like legendary ruins in Neverwinter Wood. So you have kind of where you think you're going to be going next. So there you go. You guys are headed to Thundertree.
Okay.
Just so you guys know, I can marry people, and for the next 7 days, each target gets +2 bonus AC while they're within 30 feet of each other. So if any of y'all want to get married and get an AC bonus out of it,
You certainly can.
I know a guy.
To be that sounds great. I do want to be super clear that in this like world, the gods are super real. And if you were to do something that would be like spitting on the gods, they might not take it super well. So that doesn't mean you can't do it. You absolutely can. Just be aware of if you marry someone in the name of a god for purposes like this, that may not sit super well with them. Or maybe it would, depending on the god.
Chekkas?
Dagron, good idea.
Would you be my woefully wedded 2 AC partner?
Baby, I give you 2 AC to the ends of the earth.
I give you 2 AC back.
This isn't a spit in the god's face. This is real love.
Right.
Truly.
We're getting married to each other for each other's safety. Because we care.
Sure, that's what that's about.
Oh man.
So Andrew, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
I have all these cool different spells like ceremony, which is wedding is one of the different ceremonies I can do. That's something I wouldn't do in the middle of combat, and I don't have it prepared. So like, let's say we're in a situation where we're, meet 2 NPCs that want to get married, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I don't have the ceremony spell prepared. Or is it like if we're outside of combat, I can kind of do any of these ones?
So you can prepare things on a long rest. You can choose like what you are preparing. Spell preparation. I want to make sure I get this completely correct too.
While he's looking that up, do any of you feel like maybe we should make a quick trip back into Phandalin and maybe vandalize that bitch's store?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have new fire spells. Let's test them out.
Yeah.
I forget nothing.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh man.
The gods will bless our
Can I get a
vandalizing.
long rest first?
Yeah, I actually gave you guys all a long rest already.
Oh. Okay, let's do it.
If you refresh, you should be good.
We just
I
hung
mean-
out in this dude's room.
They don't have the Redbrands anymore to watch their back, so.
No, they don't. Let me just make sure that I get everybody over here. Okay. So you guys decide, rather than, follow the it's not searing hot trail, but follow the trail directly to Thundertree to try to catch up with Gundren. You guys decide to head back to Phandalin.
Listen, we're still righting wrongs in this town.
That's true, and it's not like you went super far. Like this is the town in town.
Yeah.
So you guys come back here, and you notice pretty immediately. Like you guys go to the Sleeping Giant, and at word that you have chased kind of the ruffians out of town.
Do you have a map loaded yet or no?
Oh yeah, it should be up.
Weird.
Didn't it pull up?
It didn't pull up for me. Hold on.
I show you is not actually in here.
Oh, weird. Okay. Let me.
Oh, I'm not seeing it on the stream, but I'm seeing it on the
Yeah, it apparently.
Owlbear page.
Let me.
Yeah, I don't see Joe. I don't see your character in here.
Let me try to get in there. Game timed out. What the hell?
It doesn't like you.
It's not liking me today. Where is it?
Oh, there
All
you
right,
are.
got it.
Dagron.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know why the first time I went to the link it didn't do anything, but okay.
That's all right. So yeah, you guys come back into town. The Sleeping Giant gives you free lodging for the night, which is where you got your long rest. Is as thanks for chasing out the Redbrands. The few that were left were seen like running, literally like on horses, like as fast as they could out of town. There are no more Redbrand. There's no more Redbrand presence in the city. So people are cheering for you. People buy you a couple rounds of drinks. The lady at the Shrine of Luck, like smiles kind of knowingly at you guys as you return.
Does.
And yeah, you guys are kind of short-term like folk heroes nearby. People are very happy about you, buying you drinks, letting you stay complimentary at the Sleeping Giant Tavern, all that jazz.
So, guys, before we go heading out, I remember the lady at the Lion Shield Coster. She knew something about the spider. And she was a complete and utter bitch.
I lost the idea.
The best part is this. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway,
What?
What do you mean it's fine?
it's fine. She didn't know anything about the spider.
Listen,
You
she reacted.
decided.
She reacted.
All right. So you guys head back into Lion Shield Coster, and you run into Halia Thornton, who's kind of the guild master and seller of, or like owner of this shop. And she sees you guys again, and you see as you come in just a little bit, not quite a scowl, but kind of a stern look across her face. She knows that you guys were kind of troublemakers the last time that you were here.
Yeah,
She
Doesn't.
She says, kind of politely, but with a little bit of a forced politeness, "What can I do for you folks today?"
I want to know everything you know about the spider.
Go ahead and do a insight check for me.
Insight.
So do they know that we just...
23.
Do they know what?
Well, I'm trying to think. So we didn't even clear out the castle. We just kind of left out the back door.
They
did
ran
our
away.
business and left.
He just said
No,
they
yeah, you
ran
guys-
away.
Yeah, the people the few that were left fled the city, fled the town.
Okay,
you
sorry.
You guys have liberated the town.
Okay.
And she does know that. So with your 23, which is fantastic, she looks at you, and you do see that she kind of pauses, and you see that she appears to maybe be studying you and kind of calculating her words. But then she goes, "I don't know who the spider is. I've only heard rumors, and haven't been able to confirm anything. This is a pretty like reserved answer. You can tell that maybe she knows a little bit more than she's saying, but you feel like you can really read this lady. She's not lying. When she says she doesn't know who the spider is, there's like a genuineness to her voice. So she at least does not appear to know who. The
Well, she
spider
says that
is.
she doesn't have any information confirmed, but what information does she have? That's what I want to know.
Tell me the rumors.
Tell me the rumors. And I knock
go
over
ahead.
a piece of armor, like an armor stand.
Oh, intimidating, are we?
Wow.
I pick up the armor stand.
Wait.
That's nice of you. She winces a little bit as it hits the floor and just like kind of
No, I
nods
caught
to
it.
you. Oh, you caught
caught
it.
it.
Good. So
It was
go
planned.
ahead. Go ahead and do an intimidation check.
Oh wait. Well, he's intimidating her. Can I cast enlarge on him?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. This building is not tiny, so you could double in size in this building, but you would take up most of the building. Like you take up quite a lot of it. You would need to duck. There'd be a couple different things, but yeah, you could do that.
No,
Nothing
I
is
wanna-
preventing you from doing that.
I
wanna
rolled a
enlarge
16.
Dagoron while he's.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to rob you.
So as you do this intimidation check and you feel like as you try to intimidate her and you feel like you've done a pretty good job, she just kind of raises an eyebrow at you, and then you get this sigh, and she goes over and pulls closed some window shades, and locks the door. And she's like, "You four are more trouble than you're worth." And you get the sense that she is not intimidated, and really, she doesn't seem like she's very intimidating. Like she's not very easy to intimidate at all. You're starting to get the sense that maybe she's not just a simple trading company person. She sighs and sits down and pulls out from her desk as she kind of just sits back down there. She unlocks a drawer and she pulls out a sash that has a emblem on it, and the emblem is a silver back. Let me make sure I get this here. Oh, it's not silverback, it's goldback.
Ooh.
The image.
Spider.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in.
She's the spider.
I'm gonna put this in general, which I guess would be maps and handouts. I'll put it in both. Why not? You guys see this symbol of what looks like a winged snake, about to bite some sort of orb.
Yep.
And that is embroidered on this dark black and silver sash. Can I have you guys make a quick history check?
All of us?
Yep, you can each make it.
How does one
History.
remember?
Ooh,
the
that's a
history?
-1.
16.
Ooh, 17. That is surprising.
16.
We are
Wow.
so
You guys are pretty
Rolled
good.
above a 10.
Except for
For the
Checkers.
Yeah,
first
that's
time
pretty crazy.
ever.
Chekas thinks he recognizes this like he's seen it somewhere before, but the rest of you guys, it takes you a second to place it. Wes, you place it first, and you're like, I know what that is. And as he's saying it, it kind of dawns on the rest of you too. This is a symbol of the Zentarim. The Zentarim are kind of a shadow organization. They are mercenaries and thugs and assassins in some cases. There are rumors. You've heard rumors before. You remember when you were back at Neverwinter. Maybe there would be a knight who was suddenly dressed in amazing, like stunning, very fancy, like full plate armor, and people are like, he must be in with the Zentarim. Or sometimes if a leader would do something that seemed especially greedy or like not helping the like little people, then people would whisper about how the Zentarim has them in their pocket. This ruffled Malgus's feathers the most, because the Zentarim while they put up a front of being a mercenary guild, their front is that, hey, we're just here to do the dirty work. You know, we will do things that are ugly if you pay us. If you need the best mercenaries in town, it's us. So Malgus, this ruffles your feathers a little bit more than perhaps the others. Wes, you've actually been kind of curious about the Zentarum. Every now and then you would maybe hear about a job that happened that was just executed to perfection. There was no, like, you would hear that there was a murder and there was like no evidence at the scene, and like no one could figure out anything. And in your circles you would hear like whispers like, "Ooh, it must have been the Zentarum." And there was no evidence for that, but like you kind of have a little bit of respect for their game. They are very good at what they do.
Woo.
That does
Still
not
hate her.
yeah, that does not mean that they are necessarily evil, but they are very, very certainly shady type characters. Anyway, that was a lot of exposition.
So she just decided to put on a sash.
She brings out this sash and she was like, she looks at you guys as you look at it and she's like, I can tell you know what this means. It's like, this town used to be under the careful, calm, and stable direction of Zentarum influence. And the Redbrands tipped that balance. I had been working on trying to figure out the most delicate way to resolve the situation.
Done.
And then you four came and did it for me. And for that, I owe you some gratitude. I will tell you what I can of the spider. I can tell you that he's not one of us. He is not the Zentarum, and his motives remain unclear. But he was after the dwarf Gundren Rockseeker. What do you know of Gundren?
Oh, now she's playing us for information.
Dude's
Oh.
the best.
Pretty quickly, she's like, you knew him. My apologies then. I fear he may not be alive. No one has seen of or heard of Gundren in the last 2 weeks.
But the Redbrand said he was here like a day or two ago.
The normal, you would maybe guess that the townspeople might not know that. Because she's not Redbrand. And that was the
That's
thing
true.
with the spiders, that's separate. So she says, I do know that the one that they call, the best I can tell, the one that they call the spider, is a mage of some sort. He and another, GlassStaff, have been interfering with this town and some of the mining facilities in the mountains. This town is tucked up against what's called the Swordtooth Mountains.
Right.
And there are a bunch of little mining operations, and like this is kind of the hub town. She says to you, she says, rumor is that they think they've found something very old, something very powerful. And I don't know why, but this Gundren Rockseeker was the key to it all. You guys recall from episode 1, way back, that Gundren, when he offered you this job, was very excited and even mentioned that he'd found something.
Yes.
But did not give you any additional
would not
details.
tell us what it was. We asked. He would not tell us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask her about what she knows about Cragmaw Castle. Or Keep. Cragmaw Keep.
And to that, she kind of furrows her brow a bit, and she's like, I don't know of a keep, but I've heard Cragmaw...
Castle, place, drive.
I've heard Cragmaw in reference to the orcs and bugbears that had been raiding different travelers as they go across the Tribord Trail. My guess is that it's some sort of base of theirs. Did you mention Thundertree at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh yes. No. We have suspicions that it might be another name for Thundertree.
And to that,
I'm
her
told.
eyes go wide just a second, and she goes, "Thundertree is a forsaken place. It is dangerous to go there." And she looks at you and she says, "There is an old keep up above Thundertree on the bluff. It's possible that is what Cragmaw Keep refers to, but that is a dangerous place."
Well then, why don't you come along with us?
She laughs and she's like, "Absolutely not.
Or
I
we'll
have
burn
spent
this house down, this trading company down.
What about it? What about it is so dangerous?
And she pulls out a book and she flips through and finds kind of the legends that maybe you guys have heard of a little bit, about the volcano Mount Hautenau in the center of this forest that erupted about 100 years ago, and kind of the magic that it unleashed. And it's not necessarily evil magic, it is like nature magic. And the pictures that she has show these kind of like tree looking humanoids and these what appear to be almost zombies made of ash and fire. And she's like, "There's a reason that those are ruins."
Anyone else have any questions for her?
No.
Tell us where the
No.
talking llama went, and we'll burn your house to the ground.
I guess I signal to Wes that he's cool to do whatever he wants to the house.
As this happens like a little bit, she leans in and she's like, "You certainly could burn this place to the ground. I dare say I don't think I could stop you. But Cloudfire could. And Weth, specifically you, your eyes go real big. And you realize that she is referring to Galen Cloudfire. Galen Cloudfire is a legend in your circles. He is the greatest assassin that anyone has ever spoken about. He, by your circles and your legends, has toppled governments, has taken out royalty, has made changes at heads of religion. He's like the greatest assassin alive. And she is implying that he
he's
is
there.
no, not that he's there, but that he is Zentarum.
Well,
Insight check.
that won't stop him from. That won't help him stop us from burning the place down.
And she goes, no, it wouldn't. And you would likely not have much issue with that.
So is Dagron? How big is Dagron compared to Chekka's?
Chekka's is probably, Dagron, I think, remember being kind of small.
Dagron, I was just a couple inches shorter than Chekkas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm big now.
Your insight check, Wes, with an 18, you can tell that she is not bluffing. It does not appear that he's here, and she is like, you could burn this place down. I couldn't stop you, but you wouldn't be around for an awful much longer to talk about it.
No, boys, I think this shop stays.
I'm gonna kick Dagron in the shin.
As your reaction kind of confirms that she doesn't need to elaborate, and it doesn't come across really as threatening. She's just kind of informing you. She's been very calm, cool, and collected this whole time, and she says, if you decide you can stomach it, the Zentarum are not the demons that people like to say we are. This town and several of the mining towns nearby have been flourishing under our gentle direction for decades.
Sounds like something demons would say. All right.
Ghelfi is full of shit.
Yeah. I think we're done here. If we're not gonna burn the place down, we can just leave. Unless you guys have anything else.
Yeah, that sounds good.
No, I just dropped the armor and let it fall.
We leave, and as we're out the door, I know she still got the curtains drawn and the door shut, so I know she can't see me. I take out my painting supplies and I draw a big old penis right on the sign.
Fantastic. I'm gonna need a performance check.
Oh, I've got proficiency in that. Does that mean I get to do it with
It adds a bonus. It'll be automatic.
Okay.
Can I take the cat on my way out?
You don't see the cat this time, unfortunately.
She knows I touched it. God damn it.
14.
All right, you draw a decent penis. The proportions are a little bit off. It's kind of a thick boy and not like you thought you had more room on the wall where you were drawing it, but then like you sort of ran out.
Well, it's a dragon penis, so.
Right, the balls are really way too big. But it's still
I hate this.
it's still very clearly a penis. Like it's very clearly a penis.
Good.
Job success.
Nice.
And there you go.
Andrew, you're too
Perfect.
good at narrating things.
All right.
And yeah, you guys are all set.
So I think we should go on with what the DM wants to do now and go, and go to Thundertree, maybe, right?
Yeah,
You all
that is the next step if you guys are ready.
Nah, let's go off the map the other way. No.
All right. This map is kind of a doozy while it pulls up here. It is very zoomed out. The grid that's on here is a 10-foot grid. So you guys actually have all four of you, if you want to zoom in there quite a ways. Let me clip that fog just a little better. There we go. Okay, so you guys find yourselves coming to the ruins of Thundertree, and as you can see, it's zoomed in quite a bit. These squares are 10 feet, and so these buildings that you come up on. Let me read you just a tiny little thing about what you guys see as you come in. Okay. You guys walk on the trail into the Neverwinter Wood for several hours, probably about 3.5 hours or so. And gradually the trail gets narrower and more of kind of a dirt path, and it becomes old. And as you guys are following this trail, the lane kind of begins to wind between what looks like at first trees, but as you get closer, it's kind of these broken down, dilapidated buildings that are choked with vines and brush and shrubs kind of growing out of the windows, growing up the walls. Ahead of you, in the middle of the settlement, rises up a pretty steep hill, upon which is a stone tower. You can see that this little single pillar tower, what looks like a lookout tower, or a guard tower, has a partially collapsed in roof, and a little cottage kind of adjoining it at the bottom. The dirt road kind of winds through town and passes between old stone houses, some of which have roofs that have torn partially or completely off. Their interiors open to the ravages of the weather. Some buildings that are a little bit higher quality, thicker stone, do appear to be more and less intact, while others appear to be in complete shambles. As an example, the building to your right, as you guys see as you come in, is just completely ruins. There's holes in, walls have collapsed. It's a mess. The one up to your front, it seems to be made of thicker stone and is in a little bit better shape. as you guys come up, right where you're standing, right in front of you there, is a wooden sign nailed to a post that reads in kind of scraggly common. It says, "Danger. Monsters ahead. Turn back now."
I like it.
Um,
Picasso, go sneaky.
can I do like perception or something to look for, I don't know, any sort of dangerous like obstacles or traps or something that might be on the trail
do
ahead?
a quick. Let's do what's called an investigation check.
Okay. Oh dang! I don't. I have +2 to perception, +0 to investigation.
You could
You
do
son of
a
a bitch.
passive perception or an
No.
active perception
No,
if you
no.
wanted.
I did
15's 15's pretty good. Investigation is kind of the right thing for this. You look around and there's some of the things that you notice. This sign appears to be made somewhat recently. It's a wooden sign, not like within days. You can't tell that, but it's a wooden sign that has been like nailed here, and the wood hasn't rotted away like it would if it was here even a couple of like seasons. It is something that has been placed here within the last couple of years at most, whereas the ruins from the legends and such you can expect to be 100 years old.
Got it. But no traps or anything.
Yeah, you don't sense any traps. Additionally, you smell just a little bit of smoke, and you can't tell if it's because you are somewhat near the base of the mountain that's kind of in this forest that has been ever since you guys were kids. This mountain has been kind of slowly smoldering and smoking, or if maybe it's these sort of ash monsters that people talked about, or if maybe there's a fire somewhere. But you do smell just a smidgen of smoke.
Okay. Did we lose everyone else from Owlbear? It looks like it. I'm alone. Oh,
Well then,
I'm still here.
weird. Yeah. Okay. Everyone's just filing.
Maybe
in
they
and
went
out again.
maybe it went inactive or something.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Well, I'm gonna come up here, I guess.
Cool.
Maybe check in this house.
I'm gonna peer in this window for danger.
Oh, is there a window?
Yeah, so I apologize. There is a little window there. There's a small one. Let me pull over this. Let me get this little. It'll help.
Ah,
Ooh.
okay.
Right there, all
Right.
along.
If only we
So-
had vision of the legend.
Of the legend, exactly. So there you go. Let me get that. Okay. So yeah, you guys come up and you're able to peer in this. Are you sneaking up to the window? Or are you just walking up to the window? What's your plan?
I think we're sneaking.
You think?
Oh,
You're
he was
sneaking?
sneaking? Well, the rogue's not sneaking. He just
Okay.
walked up to it.
Okay.
He sees nothing. He's just gonna ooga booga. He
Uh,
went boo. He went,
As you approach this on here, this small house appears to be in better condition than the most of the ruins and crumbled structures that you see nearby. The doors and the walls appear to be reinforced, and thick shutter covers the window.
I'm gonna knock on it.
On the window?
Yeah.
You knock on the window, and like within a second, the window like snaps open like an inch, and you see it's dark inside. There's maybe a little flicker of light, but you see what looks like maybe the front of an axe or a knife. It's very difficult to tell, but there's some sort of curved blade, and just behind it, an almost glowing eye. It does look, best as you can tell, like a humanoid type eye. It's not like the eye monster that you guys fought before. There is someone or something in here. It glances at you and almost immediately shuts the door again.
Soaps
Or
and
shuts-
seashells for sale. Soaps and seashells.
At window delivery service.
Yes.
Very cool. As you're walking over near the door, Dagron,
Yep.
I need you to make a dex save for me.
Son of a bitch. I looked for traps and everything.
I know. The good news is not a trap.
10.
The 10. The door flies open. And just as you're like there, and a what looks almost like a claw of some sort reaches out, grabs you by like the shoulder, because you don't have any clothes on, grabs you by the shoulder and like flings you inside the room. And as the rest of the party kind of sees this sort of happen, this creature, what appears to be a human-sized crow with
Odin.
a large beak and a cloak, comes out and is holding a feathered clawed hand up to its beak, as if to say to be quiet.
Oh.
And he kind of nods and motions you towards the door.
All right,
What
so
do you
we
guys
come
think?
inside.
You
I think
gonna
we
come inside?
I think we come inside.
You want
Cool.
some soaps?
Some soaps. I'm selling soaps.
Check us. I don't think he's buying that right now.
The feathers need to be soaped up every now and again.
Yeah, you don't have soaps.
As you come inside, there's a very, very small fire crackling, and above it, instead of there being like a chimney, there is a series of like thatched roofs that you see are kind of catching the smoke, that's not like letting smoke out of this building almost at all visually. It's really pretty impressive, kind of filtering it out. He turns to you, and in kind of the way that you expect a crow would speak in common, he says, it's not safe. Turn back now.
Well,
Why is that?
And
What's in the area?
he nervously looks out the windows and shutters them again, and he says, they're here. They're always here.
Do they like soap?
Trees and fire and the green one, always here. You guys get pretty quickly that this guy's a little crazy.
Yeah.
He's a little off his rocker.
Mm-hmm.
then why do you stay here if they're always here?
And he's like, this was my ancestor's home. It's where I draw my energy. And as you see this, he pulls out, you notice in his other hand he's been holding a staff, and you catch a glimpse at these robes, and the robes are this greenish robe with kind of gold trim, and in one corner there's also, on the cuffs, there is a gold stag, and I need you guys each to make that awesome history check again. This time we're gonna do.
Too late.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It'll be good. We'll do just a history check.
8.
19.
Yo.
I've
Man,
been
what?
studying.
Yeah, I guess so. So Dagron, you remember one of the prettiest girls, one of the biggest conquests that you ever attempted.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a year ago, in Neverwinter, was a elven girl that was wearing very similar robes to these, with the same golden stag. She was at one of the pubs there drinking, and you tried your moves on her. She was not taking any of it, and she said something really funny. She pointed to her. After having several drinks, she pointed to the stag on her cuffs, and she said, "These mean that I'm part of the Emerald Enclave, and that means that I don't fool around with trash like you."
Guys, that symbol means that look, I know this because of this girl I totally banged once. That means he's part of the Emerald Enclave.
He didn't get anything.
And as you
Check
say
us.
this,
You weren't there.
as you say this, the the bird creature kind of looks up at you and nods. He's like, yes, the last one here. And he nervously goes back over to the window that Chekas was in, and you see him raise his staff up, and he kind of carves into the wood on the backside this rune that starts to sort of glow as he's doing it, and then it disappears. He appears to be casting, a spell on that window there, but you guys can kind of put 2 and 2 together. Once you hear Emerald Enclave, the rest of you have sort of heard of that. It is a group of woodland, mostly elves, rangers, and druids.
Oh.
That's cool.
What can you tell us about this green man?
It's the green one. The green one, always looking, always hunting, always danger. And he kind of nervously checks out one of the windows again.
Guys, this guy is crazy.
We should put a green mask on it and surprise him.
Well, I'm green. Hold on.
Oh, you are green, yeah. Oh, we
Um,
should head on. We should move out.
yeah. Well,
Let's move
we'll go back, I guess.
I will
Wait,
give him 2
good.
ball bearings to play with his claws, so he's not so crazy.
He is. He's very. He appears to be like weirdly excited about the gift and is very thankful for them. And is like spinning them around with like little magic around his staff, kind of making them orbit it. He seems very happy, but he is also very happy that you are going back. He says, "Yes, go back. It is not safe here."
That's not a word.
Shh. That's what we've told him.
All right. I'm going up. I want to see what's around this tree. I'll be sneakier this time.
That sounds good. He was very insistent that the green one is hunting, and that there are it sounds like plants and fire, and he was very insistent that you be quiet.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you're heading up to that little tree up there. What is it that
this
you're trying to
tree
do?
alive? I want to know if the tree has a face. Does it do anything?
How are you? Are you just gonna go up and look at it?
I'm gonna put my ear against it and whisper sweet nothings.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
God! Hi, hello.
Dun, dun, dun. Let me get that. There we go. Fixed. Okay. You go up and do a quick perception roll for me. No, sorry, investigation roll. My bad.
Another -1.
Yep.
Uh,
You, with your 7, you don't see anything remarkable about this tree. You think maybe it's just being very still, but best you can tell, there's not anything, remarkable about this tree.
I knock on the tree, say hello loudly, and then move on.
Very sneaky.
You knock on this tree, and you hear, kind of off over in this area, you kind of see these bushes. Let me give you guys a little more vision since you've moved up. You guys.
Nice.
Get-
That's a lot of vision.
Right? I mean, you guys moved up decently. Okay. And then let's see if there's any more that I can do up here. I know I'm trying to be dynamic with the vision giving so that you guys can kind of get it as you go.
Oh,
There.
mama, that's a
Seems
lot
about-
of space.
Seems about right. Okay, so you guys kind of get up here, and anyway, over in this area, as you knock and say hello, you think you hear some see some bushes rustle. Might be the wind, not really sure, but you think you see like bushes like rustle.
Russell. Looks like he's
can't-
just gonna rustle his way over there.
Okay, Dagron.
Yep.
While you're watching Chekas do this, Chekas, do a quick stealth check for me.
Check is
Listen
just trying to
the
get in
bell
trouble.
Button. Hit 22.
Okay. Yeah, you really nimbly move over to this bush. And what do you do when you get here?
I'm gonna put my ear against the tree and listen.
You hear what almost sounds like whispering. Like this is kind of almost it sounds like wind rustling through leaves, but like on purpose. Like there is someone like controlling it, and there's also no appreciable wind at the moment. So it sounds to you like you were in a forest and wind was rustling through the trees, except for there's very little wind right now.
Repeat. There's no one in the tree. There's no one around the tree.
Not that you can see.
Well, then I will just continue my way this way.
Cool.
What
Let's take a
about
look.
us?
Yeah. What do you guys while he's starting to do that? What are you guys going to be doing while he does this?
I'm gonna kind of follow. I mean, I don't want him to get too far off.
Oh, I'm not that far away. I'm like just a little John, 10 feet away from you.
Each of
You
these
can-
squares is 10 feet.
You guys, as you're kind of walking through this area, you get a little bit better look at some of these buildings that are, kind of crumbling on the inside. There's spots that are like walls that have collapsed. There's roof bits that have like completely fallen apart. They seem pretty open to the elements. In fact, in some of them, there's like trees growing inside of where the building used to be. They're pretty worn out.
If I poke the tree with my stick, does it do anything?
Poke? Are you like stabbing it, or are you just like tapping it?
I'm just like tapping it.
As you do, the like wind sound that you had heard before, because you were being so sneaky, it abruptly stops.
Danger! Stranger danger!
Okay.
I'm gonna signal to the other guys to go around, and I'm just gonna peer into this building over here.
Cool. With your 22 in stealth, you peer into this building, and you see a whole bunch of shrubs that have grown on the inside. You see a bunch of like little baby trees and shrubs that have just like sprouted up and grown in this inside this building. Nothing appears to really be moving. Nothing appears to be going on. It looks empty. It's just these trees and shrubs that have grown in here.
Okay. Hold action to make lots of noise if I start to get stabbed by shrubs as I walk through.
Okay. You walk through, and then we'll make a decision on what to do after that.
As you're walking through, you're just kind of walking, and you're kind of working your way through these shrubs, and you lift your foot to take a step. I need you to make a strength save for me.
Branches. Some branches and roots. Just a straight strength?
Yep.
Well, that didn't work. 5.
And you find you can't lift your foot, and you go to lift your other, and you find that you can't lift your other either.
What's on them?
There's just roots, and as you look down, these roots begin to snake up your calves and towards your knees and tighten.
Well,
and these little tree monsters, for lack of a better word, basically come out of these bushes appear to have been these sort of tree monsters.
And we can see them because this building's crumbled, right?
Hey, sorry about that. I am back.
I
oh,
figured.
we didn't know you were gone.
What?
You're doing great.
No.
I noticed Chase, but it's fine.
Wow.
Mm.
Should I just leave again?
No, I just thought you were
Yeah.
being quiet. That's all.
Zach's being grappled by tree monsters.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I'm gonna have you guys roll for initiative.
Oh,
Can-
I was gonna smash my oil flask on the ground and light it on fire.
You can do that, but you're gonna do it on your turn.
Okay.
Andrew,
that's
can
fine.
we see what's happening to him in this building?
No,
No, but I'm being
we're
loud.
we're gonna do a round.
Okay.
So Chekas, you are going to start with this. So go ahead and roll for initiative so I can get the encounter pulled
I think
up.
I got a
but
10.
I
got a
got a
10.
20.
That's
Nice.
pretty bitchin'. Oh,
Sweet,
damn.
You do.
Damn.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
so this is the way it's gonna go. First up is Cheka's reacting to this. So Cheka's, you find that your legs are bound and you cannot do anything to move it. Like you try, and these are strong cords that have you bound, and you are not able to do anything. What do you do with your like reaction essentially to this?
Do I only get to yell to call for help so that they know that I need help?
You could probably do something else real quick if you wanted. We're not going to give you a full action right away. We're going to wait till your turn order, but you do kind of like a round on its own first. It's sort of your reaction, if you will, to this.
So probably only an attack. There's like probably no oil flask throwing.
You could probably throw the oil flask. I don't think that you could. I don't think that right now you could get your flask of oil, dump it out, get flint and steel, and like,
Yeah.
or like, I don't think you
A
could do all the
tinderbox or
steps.
anything. Yeah.
But you could certainly like dump a bunch of oil on the ground.
I'm gonna dump it.
Cool. So
It's
you
not
dump.
on me. I'll avoid
these-
me.
These guys are kind of all around you, and you turn and dump it like on all three of these weird brush creature things that you see. And what do you shout out?
Well, I'll shout out in Draconic, and it'll just be like a growl. A Draconic
Oh.
growl.
That's enough. That's enough for everybody else. These twig blights, they are already there, like right up with you, and they have these weird. You see the branches reach out for you, and as they approach you, they form into kind of what looks like weird, sharp, branched claws.
Icky, burn them. Jesus. No.
And they're evidently good at rolling. A 17, a 20, and a 9. I
Oh,
believe that
fuck.
2 of those hit.
Yeah. Armor class of 13. 2 hits.
So that's going to do 9 total piercing damage.
Alrighty. Damage.
That brings us to Dagron. Dagron, you hear a roar out from Cheka's in the building that he just entered into.
Okay, real quick question. The Staff of Defense, it says while I'm holding it, I get a +1 bonus to my armor class.
Yep.
How do I set that I'm holding it?
It's. Let me take a look really quick. It's set as I want to just see if it automatically updates.
It is
or not.
equipped.
Yeah, so it's equipped and it's 14. I'm going to unequip it. No, it is not smart. Okay, so
So we'll
I'm
just
going to go
assume-
ahead and give you a +1 AC override. Oh, that's there. Come on, get out of there. Add magical bonus 1 staff of defense. There we go. Okay, there. Now you're updated.
Okay. I don't see it, but okay.
Yeah, you should be 15 now.
I don't see that, but okay.
Okay, it is on mine, so
Okay.
I'll know. Anyway, yeah, it's your turn.
All right. I hear him, my friend, cry out in the shrillest draconic I've ever heard. And I quickly, leap over. Can I leap onto this?
Yeah, you absolutely can, and it doesn't even take like an acrobatics check. It's like a half crumbled wall. It's like 5 feet, 8 feet tall, maybe.
All right. And seeing these little tree gremlins surrounding him, I take my staff of defense and I go to this one right here, and I'm gonna whack him over the head.
Cool. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Hit. Okay, sorry. 18.
That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
We're doing a one hand. No, we'll do a two-handed on him. Six damage.
You hit him with this. staff. It lands like a square hit, and he like explodes into splinters. Like
Yeah.
branches and things go everywhere. He just like literally explodes into splinters of wood.
I got you, Checkers.
Anything else on your turn?
I don't. I think I will go ahead and, seeing that he is been rooted down, I'm gonna go ahead and can I? No. What are my actions that I can do? I'm gonna just jump and onto the wall here, just to
Cool.
give myself some elevation.
Cool. All right, that brings us to Malgus.
Oh boy.
30, you dwarf laddie.
I mean, so my walking speed is only 25.
Yeah, so you can
feet.
go. We'll say you can go. In this, we can go 3 just to make it easy. So you can go 3 squares because we weren't being super exact.
Wait,
So square's 10 feet in this, which is why you guys are a quarter of a square.
yeah, I mean, I see the grid, the subgrid.
Oh, yeah.
So I
So
can
25 would put you like right here.
so I can get in.
Yeah, you can get in.
I cannot reach anything though.
Oh,
How
no.
much damage did it take to kill the guy?
6.
He hit him for 6, and they killed him. Chekas also appears to be dousing oil on them.
Right. Do I have a torch or anything like that?
Yeah, you would absolutely have a torch in your bag, and you could throw it.
Okay, so like as a minor action, I'll pull it out and light it on fire, and then I can.
Yeah,
Throw it.
sounds good. Go ahead and make a quick athletics check. This is just
Oh,
gonna be
baby,
you-
hit me in the face.
I hope you guys don't
Chucking-
burn. Oh god.
Oh god.
Set me. Just set me.
That's my job.
you
Don't
throw
take
this.
it away from me.
Fireball.
You try to throw this at one of like this guy right here, like the closest twig blight guy down here.
Uh-huh.
You try to throw it at him, and you miss. It like lands like on the spot where the previous one was. But he's been dumping the oil so liberally that it does catch fire, and within a few seconds, this fire spreads, and these guys kind of shriek. And as they're trying to run away, they burn to a crisp faster than you would expect normal wood. Even it's like the driest kindling.
Ooh, toasty.
They burst into flames as they're trying to run away, and they don't get far.
Damn. So do I delete my torch out of my inventory?
No, you're able to go pick it up.
Okay.
I will
and
subtract an oil flask. too.
As this happens, this does break the binds from you, Chekas. However, due to the commotion, some extra guys of the same type start running out of this other building and kind of climbing over the walls and running out of the doors at you guys.
God.
They get up here. They see you and Dagron up on the wall, and you can see them. They get up here. They're starting to climb up on the wall here. These branches kind of reaching out for you, but they're not to you quite yet. And that's going to bring us to West.
Fireball.
What's happening?
Fireball.
I'll walk up here and see the 3 things. And I don't have fireball yet.
Oh.
But I do have scorching ray. And I believe I have 3.
You do.
Yeah.
You have 3 different blasts from it. You would roll to hit for each.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
First one hits. Second one hits.
Oh.
Third one hit.
baby.
Oh,
Go ahead and
wow.
roll for damage on all 3.
Remember when you were rolling above a 10?
Remember when you totally failed history?
Oh, hey now. This is history right now.
The
Dude.
exact
That was
same
almost next.
thing. That was quite the turn here.
Wow.
That's impressive. All 3 exact same situation. They all like start to run as the fire consumes them. And
Don't worry, boys, I got you.
yeah,
Pull
exactly.
out my
There's
finger guns.
there's nothing, there's nothing that they can do. And that's it. You guys are done. That with that combat.
Can you lay that hand on me there, Paladin? As I
The
gesture my butt.
the biggest thing that you've found is that there appear to be, potentially quite a lot of these creatures. They do appear to be pretty weak, but they are sneaky. They entangled Chekaz's feet, and what they might have done had they had longer with him is a good question. And they did do a decent bit of damage. So while they're kind of brittle and frail and weak, like you might expect a tree creature to be, they are able to do some damage.
How much damage did they do to him again?
9. And
Oof.
Boys, torches out at all times. I'm gonna pull out a torch.
I don't have one.
I don't think I
I
have
have
one.
dry
either.
kindling.
Can I make a torch from his dead body?
Oh, I do have a torch. Okay.
yeah, you guys should have torches. No, you can't really. Like, you could light a stick on fire, but it's not going to be a torch. Not
If I
really.
dipped my weapons in oil, how long would that burn last?
Ooh, that's a very good question. Let's take a look and see what I can find out. Oil dipped weapons, 5e. Okay, oil. 2 rounds. Oil that is lit in the way that you guys did it, or on a weapon, is lit for 2 rounds.
Got it.
So there you go. Cool. Yeah. So you guys were able to kill these little tree blight things, and it really wasn't so bad. I mean, the weird claws and the entangling was kind of creepy, but you guys did pretty well. And if that's all that this place has to, offer, like, kind
Not so bad.
kind of wimpy people 100 years ago that bailed on just these guys.
Right.
Since it's almost 10, we're actually gonna wrap up
Yeah.
here. But good job, guys. Do you have any other questions? Any other follow-up on this?
Nah, man.
How big are these little guys, like size-wise?
They're about half your size. They're about 3 feet tall.
Okay.
Yeah, they're weird little creatures. You did get the sense, as the ones that were kind of coming towards the wall, you saw them kind of plant their roots and start to grow a little bit. Instead of trying to climb the wall like you would climb a wall, they were almost trying to grow up it.
I am Groot.
Yeah, so you got the sense that they could maybe get bigger, but yeah, this is kind of a baby Groot situation. Evil baby Groot.
Got it.
So there
Okay.
you guys go. Well,
Awesome.
good job. You guys are officially exploring the ruins of Thundertree.
Sweet.
We're in
gonna
it
need more
now.
Fire.
Yeah, good thing we've
Awesome.
got Fire Lord Wes with us.
Yeah.
That was a clutch. That was a super clutch. I mean, the oil and the torch was smart also, but the hitting all 3 with a single scorching ray, yeah, that's good.
I wanted to use the new spell.
It's a good one.
Good. If you'd missed any of them, I was just gonna baseball bat them off of from the wall as they came up.
Yeah, just explode them. So it'll be good that I can attack twice. Jesus.
Right.
So, Chase, you'll be happy to know I have careful spells, so you won't be burned alive.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Fearful spell is so nice when you have like area of effect things, because the way it works with fireball guys, he doesn't roll to hit, he just does the thing, and then people have to save. You make a dex save to basically see if you can get out of the way in time. And what careful spell does is it gives you advantage on that dex save.
Ah, nice.
Oh, actually, I think it makes it so they don't even have to roll.
Really?
Let me look at it.
I think.
Well, that was fun.
That was. We got to threaten someone a few times.
Automatically succeeds on a saving throw against the spell.
Right. That's okay. That is so. You guys automatically succeed. You may still take damage, depending on the spell. Sometimes you take half damage if you succeed. But yes, it's very good.
I like
Nice.
it.
Cool.
Woohoo!
All right, guys. Well, fun game, and I'm not positive yet if we're doing next week because of the holiday, but it's possible that we'll be around.
I will not be around, so we will not be
okay.
doing it next week.
Not next week,
Okay.
but soon.
Levi and Zach won't be around either.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
We'll be on the road.
Sweet.
All right.
All right,
Catch you
guys.
Later.
Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks.
See ya.